All right, so let's check out this Reate. It's a PL XE G10 tan handle with a Stonewashed Nitro V blade. I saw pictures of this knife and I really like the shape of it, so I wanted to pick it up. Got a certificate of authenticity. Reate sticker, cleaning cloth. They send you a spare spring and some screws. That's nice. And here's the knife. The G10 is textured. You can see the texturing in there. It's not super aggressive, but it's enough to keep it stuck to my hand good. All of the edges are beveled and chamfered really nice. So just holding it like this without even opening it, it melts into my hand really good. We have a deep pocket or deep carry pocket clip. It sits in a groove, so they only need one screw. You can see the screw is not recessed, but it is a rounded head, like a button head, and there's a lot of room under this clip. So I don't think it's going to cause any problems. It has some decent retention. It's not overly done, but it's still firm. So let's take a look. Now this is a pivot lock. So you unlock the knife by pushing here. And then it's a thumb hole opening, which you can reverse flick. There's a safety here. If you're really going to town working this thing, you don't want to be unlocking the blade. So there's a safety right here. You just click that forward. It moves nice and easy, clicks in place, and then it locks the blade. So in the locked position, you can see it's right up against a nice lock bar across there. There is zero play. That's solid as a rock. Let's see about the detent. So the detent starts pulling just before the tip goes into the handle. It pulls it in. I can't shake it out. The thumb hole is going to take just a little bit of getting used to. Honestly, the thumb hole works better for a reverse flick than it does for a thumb. I like how they join the back. They kind of bring that around. It's still two pieces on standoffs, but they kind of close that in. That makes it nice and comfortable. Like I said, everything is beveled and smooth. What I really like about the knife, let's bring the box over here. When you're cutting, the shape of this handle keeps your fingers above the edge, above whatever you're cutting. So if you're, say you're doing it for food prep, you can cut with the full length of this blade and your fingers never have to leave the handle. That's really nice. You could cut down on flat surfaces and that edge is always leading out in front of your knuckles. That's what really attracted me to that knife. It kind of looks like a weird shape, doesn't it? There's some jimping on the back. So if you did want to come all the way up right next to the blade to really get going on there, I think if you're going to push on this jimping, see how my finger comes right around near that lock? Just put that lock on there, so if you do push that pivot button, it won't come undone. But that would be a really powerful grip. Nitro V steel, I think it's a great budget knife or steel. I kind of prefer it over a lot of the other ones. I think 14C28N is really good too. I would prefer Nitro V or 14C over D2. I'm not saying that they would necessarily hold an edge better than D2 or anything like that. I just like that they're full stainless. I've never really had a trouble with my D2 blades, but I like Nitro V when it's done right. And I believe Reate will definitely do that right. So let's see. I'm trying to see if this is running on bearings. It appears to be running on bearings. I'm going to have to look into that because I'm not 100% sure. I can't see it good enough. But either way, the action is nice. It's not super, it might be washers, because you can see it drops, but it doesn't swing totally free. I don't mind the action at all because it's snappy. And what's nice about this, it has just a little bit of resistance. When you drop this, it's less likely to rebound. And sometimes when they close, they can rebound out. This is a real nice size too. Let's get some weight and dims on this thing. So we're looking just shy of 5 ounces. And you can definitely tell when you hold it. It feels solid. It feels like you have a substantial tool in your hand. 4 3/4 long. When it's closed, open, we have 8 1/4. The blade is 3 1/2 with about a 3 3/8 cutting edge. Centering is perfect. The finish that they did on here, you can see that this is a shinier finish up top, and then the bevel, which is all the way near the top there, is all the stone washed. It's almost a full flat grind. I like that a lot. This thing is going to cut like crazy. Let's give it a try here. Oh yeah. Goes right through magazine paper. Let me get the sharpener around and we'll run it on the sharpness tester around and we'll run it on that. Okay. Reate PL XE. I got it here. I had to start a new page on the list. Let's see what the best sharpness tester tells us. 221. Okay, that's not bad at all. I will probably strap this with the work sharp on the leather belt once we get done here. But very nice. So what I see here is not an expensive knife. It's not the real cheap budget ones either, but it's a great shape and it feels very solid. It's hand filling. The pocket clip is low profile enough that it doesn't dig into your hand. The G10 is contoured well. It comes sharp with a nice high grind for great edge geometry and a good finish. Nitro V steel, no problem there. Good for right or left hand use. I definitely think that that is a really super nice knife. I can't wait to put it to use. Anybody else have one of these? I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the shape of the knife and all that. If you've used one of these or held one, please let me know. What do you think of the pivot lock too? It seems like a very convenient way. It's finger safe. That hole in the blade is great for reverse flicking. I can get it with the thumb too, but you have to push out more than up. That's why finger flicking, the reverse flick like that is easy because you're going out. All in all, I see this is a really good, fairly heavy duty cutter. It feels like it could really do some work, and the shape of this thing is phenomenal for it. So that's what you get today. The Reate PL XE in tan G10. There's other colors. I chose tan because that's what tickled my fancy at the time. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your comments. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You know what? One more thing that I almost forgot. Sorry. Let's do some blade stock thickness. Looking at 0.150. So it's a little over 1/8 of an inch. You got a little bit thicker spine than normal. Sorry about waiting to the end of that. I totally almost spaced that. All right. Thanks for watching.